We should have different backgrounds.
Probably. All righty. Hello, everyone. We're live. We're told we're live. So we decided to try something different today because we can. We decided to go live. We're going to do this webinar as a live webinar, and maybe we'll do more of these. So welcome to our Website Without Barriers webinar. It's interesting because I just came off, it's actually still going. There's a release of ChatGPT 5 happening as we're talking. It's about an hour in, and it's absolutely crazy what I was seeing, what they could do. So it kind of leads into what we're going to be talking about. And a term they used in the launch was software on demand. So you
Oh,
basically can log in and create what you want using these tools. And I'm excited today. So Nikki's joining us on the call, obviously. So Nikki's going to walk us through how to create these tools, how to create a website or an app real quick. Because we all know that the way that we business has changed, the way that we market has changed, and the way that we build that we're going to see today has changed. So Nikki, thanks for joining. I'm excited. I'm learning as I'm getting Nikki's text on how excited she is on all this stuff. So I'm learning too. So this is really cool. But thanks for taking some time to chat with us today.
amazing. So I am going to,
Yeah, before we jump in, I do want to ask a couple questions though before you share your screen. Okay, so we in our when we had our presentation, we talked about this being our marketing is a 2-day launch for a website, and people might see that and go, that's just a gimmick, and it's not. So can you speak just a little bit about like you really can get these tools built literally, and not because you need to know what you're doing, but maybe talk about how this 2-day is not a gimmick. It's truly what you can get people's website live in.
this is, like I'm even speechless and unbelievably giddy and excited. And like, if you catch me in a coffee shop or in the elevator, I'm going to talk your ear off this. Like, this is insanity, what is available to you just by such easy prompts and combining of different tools. And I'm so excited to show this to you. So again, for the audience or for viewers that come across this live stream, our agency Check Creative has been in the industry almost since the beginning of websites, and we've been alongside of businesses and guiding businesses through this evolution and revolution on how uh, these websites are the nucleus or the core, or the center of all things that they do in marketing. And they've evolved. They've come from initial websites were literally just like brochures
Mhm.
for companies. And then many people know that have seen me present before, we were early in building functionality to allow businesses to make edits or changes to certain areas of websites. For example, Best Western, we gave them an administration ability to change their promotions,
Right.
Valentine's deals, their ski weekend deals, things like that, way before content management systems were available, way before WordPress existed. So again, very early in us being in these, as we're seeing these huge opportunities come, we spot it and we bring it back to you, the business, to try and help you elevate and do whatever you're doing. So here we are today. And I can, in the presentation, I'll just give you a brief rear view mirror of web dev, and some of those barriers and some of those hurdles. And then I really want to fast forward you to today, this minute, but then we have to hurry and get off the call because I have to listen to Grok 5 because I can't wait to see what's in there. I'm loving this, and I want you to come along with us on this journey. It's absolutely incredible.
So if
Okay.
people are listening, Nikki, as you share your screen, what's the one thing you hope that people just get out of today? Like if it's as they listen to your presentation, what's just one takeaway that they can take away from today's session?
I think my challenge is putting out a challenge to every single viewer to
Mhm.
just take action, just do it,
Something. Yeah,
just try it,
I
just
agree.
do it.
Yeah.
And you will be blown away. You will not believe. And my favorite part about that challenge that I have out to you is that when you undertake that challenge, that is actually the catalyst that is going to springboard you into all these imaginations of things that you have, and you don't even know the chain reaction that's going to happen in what you're going to be building. Like you're gonna stop me on the street and tell me about this incredible thing that you've built because you watched this
Amazing.
web app. Okay.
Love it. So I'm going to pass over to you, share your screen, and I'll jump back on after to answer, ask any questions.
So maybe share my screen.
Yeah, we're good. Looks good.
Good. You can see?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So in the first slide here, we're talking about, and you introduced it at the beginning of the live stream, the ability to launch a website in 2 days. And you noted how it's not a gimmick, it's not a hook, it is actually possible. But the truth is, you've really over exaggerated in this slide deck, or I have, in how much time it takes. Like you could launch a website in 40 minutes, in 30 minutes. And I'm going to give you some examples. I'm going to show you what we're going to do here today. And I'm excited. What I'm going to give you is the launch of an actual full-blown website with some database components in it. And then I want to give you the launching of a landing page. I mean, if you take nothing away, these two are great. If Rob will let me, I might show you a couple of other exciting things that I've built. So again, our agency has been building out websites for clients for 26, almost 27 years. And we have been at every single step of the way in the evolution of what these things can do. It isn't unusual, even today, in a typical traditional agency, it's not unusual for a website build to take 3, 4, 5, 6 months to build it out. The usual way it goes is we're having a meeting, we're discussing with the business what it is they want their website to do and be, and then we are very much passing the baton off to the client, and they need to give to us an idea of the navigation or the site map or the pages that they want on the website. They have to give us their collateral. We're usually looking for logos and brand guide documents that talk about tone and color palettes and just the essence of the company and the brand. We're looking for verbiage that's going to be on the page. What is your why? What is on your about page? What are the details about your specific products or services? And then we're looking for your collateral assets. We're looking for your images. We're looking for any icons or charts showing details about your particular product or service. And that's usually where we get this delay. It's a common delay, and it's the barrier to getting these projects live. The traditional step is we're gonna hear from you what you want the website to be. We're actually going to create the site map based on that meeting. We'll move that into wireframes, so showing the UI UX experience of how those pages are supposed to behave on the website. Not having one stitch or ounce of design in it yet. We don't want to distract you with pretty or cool. We want to make sure that the structure of the site is there. We're usually doing that through Figma mocks. We're showing you examples of what that's going to be. And then we're taking that information out, passing it off to a developer, and they're deving it out, building out the databases and the functionality in the content management system. So it's a lot of work. And where we another area that we get stuck in is in, you know, we show you what this is going to look like. You give us feedback on what you like or don't like. We take it away, make those revisions, come back. So again, we're days or weeks before we come back and make presentation on iteration or revisions to this. And then we do that 3, 4, 5 times. And then guess what? When we're like all happy, everybody's happy and we're ready to go, we hand it over to you. You take it to your leadership team or your decision making, your owners, and often they don't like it. It's not what they want. So we're back to revisions. What that all means is time is money, and we end up with bloated budgets. Now, we normally take on anything over the budget. So if it's a $10,000-$15,000 build and we're in the $18,000, that's too bad for us. We didn't stay within budget, but we're going to deliver whatever those specific items are in the proposal that we said we would deliver. We deliver them, no questions asked. And then another barrier we end up is in decision paralysis. So this concept of this thought that, you know, if I have these fields on this page or the content blocks like this, I've got a big hero image or a side image, and then maybe I go left, right, left, right, left, right on my blog page, or maybe I have it in card style where I've got 3 across stacking in rows. I'm scared to make that commitment as the customer wanting to do that because I don't want to corner myself into a way that maybe I don't like in 3 months or 6 months, or I want the flexibility to change it. So what I want you to see is that you have the ability to quickly deploy and change your mind in an active live website, and you have the ability to try different things without cost or technical knowledge and a whole dev team, creative team and design team behind you. Any comments or thoughts or anything you want me to add on that, Rob?
No, I think you're good for now. No, it's good.
Okay. So again, as I said, where people get stuck is very often, and I'm not being facetious, very often a business will come to me and say, you know, I want to redesign my website. And I'm like, okay, why would you like to redesign your website? I've had it for 6 years and it's old. Okay, what would you like it to do? I'd like it to be more professional. Okay. So as we begin to go down that conversation of what they like on their site, what they don't like on their site, and things like that, it feels daunting and overwhelming. And then they often get to, I don't know, you know, it's too big, never mind, I'll just stay with what I have. Or the concern comes in around what the cost is, what the ultimate cost will be for this build. Very often, and I find this one interesting, and we tried to navigate this one as best as we can with the utmost amount of respect as we can for the businesses. Often they're guessing what their customers want based on their preferential biases. So you're going to hear me teasingly speak about this shade of purple or that shade of purple. So, you know, in the old way, we present a Figma mock of the design, and people are asking, the clients are asking, can the logo be bigger? I don't like that shade of red. You know, I just don't like this and like that. I'm going to say this as nicely as I can. It's not about what you like. It's about truly understanding what your customers want, what will resonate with them. Are you a financial services company, and do you need to portray confidence and trust and security and the safety of your financial data? Does it need to present in a fun event, you know, adrenaline pumping type of event? So again, we want to have the visual and the understanding of what the customer or prospective customer is looking for, and make sure those considerations are in or within the development of the build out of the site. And again, so many businesses will present an idea to us, believing that it's quite complicated, and actually these tools, these AI tools, I mean, yeah, they're solving physics problems that we didn't even know exist. So I doubt that we will stump them in an overcomplicated way. And then interesting to me is this belief around uniqueness, on everyone wanting something unique or different. The methodology of these sites are pretty standard. You've got your navigation, you've got your hero image, you've got your content. So the ability for these to be stackable, so that they show in your different mobile devices, your tablets, your different screen sizes. It's very important that the blocks of content can stack on top of each other. And what that means is it isn't that we can really, or that we should really put in really funky, weird navigations or different features in here. Our job is to bring a website forward that presents really well to your brand, that has ease of use and functionality, and has the prospective customer have the ability to navigate through the website. So what happens with all these stalls or these barriers or delays is, and I lived experience, I'm going to tell you, we have projects that have been on our development floor for 1, 2, and 3 years. Now that's rare, but they do get stuck, and it gets into a space where maybe it's not fun. So the business, or the business owner, or the person that's been hired to bring this site to life just gets burnt out or bored and doesn't want to do it anymore. So seriously, what if you could actually launch a website in like a really long time, like in 2 days? We have the ability to use a large amount of different AI tools to assist with helping identify what the best practice is, or what the gold standard is within your sector or within your industry, what the top of the top cream of the crop, what they do, and take inspiration from those. We have the ability to allow the content to be so authentic and from you, and you're going to see that in a couple of prompts that I have, and that original content is going to actually influence the design and the layout, and maybe the weight of the words. So again, we're looking at our heading 1, 2, 3, 4 in our style sheets for our text. These tools are going to have the ability to weight that statement or that word or that content in a way that it stands out appropriately and resonates with the customers. We obviously want to make sure that we are on brand in the design and in the layouts, and we're allowing these tools to pick the best layouts for the challenge, or for the prompt, or the problem that we're giving it to solve. And I mean, we're going to be able to tell in a minute whether this works or not in the one that I gave. So let's just see. Oh, I thought I was at the show and tell. I'm not at the show and tell. One more for you first. So the beauty of this is that we now are having the ability to take the time and the energy and the effort around building a website that's like so hard, and we have the ability to make that easy. And then we also have the ability where these sites, to build them out, we're very human heavy in the skill sets and the abilities of the individuals that were needing to build them out, and the experiences that they had and needed to have to be able to build out these strong professional agency like websites. We can now shift that time and that energy and that budget back out of that and into what is a philosophy that our agency believes in, and it is strategy before tactics. So again, we're listening to the client describe to us what they're trying to accomplish in their business, what some of those unsolvable hurdles or challenges are, and utilize that information to help to have the AI help us to overcome that. I have a rogue hair that's tickling my nose. Sorry. The other piece is really about content's really made easy, layouts really made easy, and we're getting to launch super fast. And again, if we don't like it, it's like just get a new bucket of paint and change the color of the wall. So here we go. I think I'm going to stop sharing this area, and I'm going to take you into a couple of examples that I want to show you here. Rob, are you still seeing?
We see your screen.
Okay, so this is one, you should be in a Word document right now, or a Google
Yeah.
Docs document.
Yeah.
So ask Pamela Pearson this morning, for those of you within the region that know her. She was inspired to start a group or gathering or a coming together of women that want to meet each other authentically and learn about what each other's doing. And it isn't a doling out of business cards and just pitching. It is genuinely bringing together a bunch of women. Some women are really comfortable in that networking space and others aren't. So it's the ability for a nurturing to help people come into that space and talk and learn and share and grow and solve all the problems of the world together. So Pamela does not have a website yet. She has her membership has grown to about 500 women in the community that she sends notifications out to. She will hold a monthly gathering at a different location every time, and then women find out where this location is, what time it's at, and they just show up to meet each other. One of Pamela's challenges is she's getting stopped in some of the newsletters because part of her announcement of her ladies happy hour also has all of the members, or the 500 ladies, if they have an event that's coming up, Pamela kindly adds that to the list. She'll say the date and the time and the place and what the event is and sends that out. Well, sending that out in a MailChimp or different newsletter subscriptions, it's getting caught in spam filters, and it's actually refusing to let her send out because it's thinking maybe link farming, if I had to make an educated guess. So it's stopping it from going out. So this is what I asked. Again, I used Grok. I have a paid version of Grok. I really, really like this tool. So I went and asked it this morning. I want Replit, which is a tool that I'm going to show you the build out of this, and I'm cool. So I said spin up. I want Replit to spin up a website for Pamela Pearson for her Ladies Happy Hour, LHH, initiative. The website should be mobile responsive, and most importantly, needs to share the why she started Ladies Happy Hour and be able to allow her to easily add featured upcoming events that her Ladies Happy Hour ladies are sending to Pamela to share and promote. Right now, there are approximately 500 women that are part of LHH, and would be great if it even had a listing showing each of the women that are part of it with their first name, last name, picture, small write-up, link to their social channels. I don't even know if Pamela wants this. I made it up. and or website, and allow them to add their upcoming event details into the website. That's a complicated, that's not an easy, like just go to WordPress and pick a theme and push a button and then you manually start putting all the content in. This is not this. So the members would need their own login. So we've got a private database, username, password, SQL or MySQL. I'm dangerous when I know some words. System that is going to allow Pamela to manage the list. And they need their own logins to add their personal information. Ultimately, Pamela would be notified when an event is added to allow her to remove it as if it is something she doesn't want showing on the upcoming event. So again, back to the site, it needs to be professionally designed, have a photo gallery. She takes copious amounts of photos at these events of women enjoying themselves. And I want to make sure that she has the ability to have these date stamped galleries. The photos should be able to be liked or loved. People love people, so I wanted to make sure that feature was in there. And Pamela is currently sending out the events via an e-newsletter system. But it would be better if she would be able to send out the notifications through the website itself to all the registered members, letting them know of the next happy hour and then the different member events that are coming up. And I said I have a handful of images that Pamela has given me to use for the design mock, and the website needs to be really warm and inviting. If people know Pamela, she's just got a heart of gold. She's kind. She leans in to help. She really cares deeply about her community. So I want to make sure that's something that influences the design in here. So again, you can see I've prompted it with like a word barf paragraph into Grok, and I asked it to give me a prompt specifically for Replit. It thought for a whole 51 seconds. It needed an extra second. 50 was not good enough. So it thought for 51 seconds. And this is what it's telling me: to incorporate Pamela's preference. And I'm not going to read all this to you. For a vibrant purple color scheme, replace the mention. It originally came up with soft colors. I'm like, not Pamela. She doesn't do pastels. So I made an edit in here. And then this is what it's telling me to do: build out a full website, full stack website. It's got hex codes in here for the color. I might not like it when I see it. If I don't, I'll tell the agent to change it. It's got reference to data, user data, member events, notifications. So it's gone in and really expanded on everything that I gave it. Now, whether this is going to work, we will find out. So I'm going to grab this prompt. I'm gonna take it right from here. And Rob, can you see my Replit site?
We can, yeah.
Okay, so in here, Replit is an AI agent tool that is, you're hearing terminology in different places and spaces. You're hearing no code or vibe coding. So this is a tool. And just to give you some context, watching a number of videos on this particular company, and there's others like this out here. So this isn't the one and only, but this is my goal last week was to really dive into this no coding or vibe coding. I consider myself a business whisperer. Rob and I are. So we are listening to businesses and we can hear what they're doing, what they need, what would just make their world or their week or their day better. So again, trying to give owners and marketing teams back more minutes of their time. So we have the ability to hear what it is they're needing to do. And I would in past take this to my dev team and say, okay, this is what I think we need to build out. Can you give me a budget idea? Can you give me some time constraints on when we think we can get this to market? And then I would bring that back to the client to get approval on the budget, and then we would go through the process of getting this into the development floor and dev'd out. But here we are at a system that is, so let's see. So I am going to load up a prompt for a site build. I will also add a handful of images for you to use. Okay, so here's my paste, and my paste of that prompt landed in here. I'm going to go to my attach window, and I'm hoping I can find my file that I want for Pamela. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm going to be able to load a handful of them all at once. Boom, Bob's your uncle. And I'm going to start the system. So we're going to sit here and watch this for a second. And I really I want you to see what Replit is going to do with this. So
It's also, as you're going through this, so how important it is, like the prompting, right? Like it's making sure you're putting the right information in here, because garbage in, garbage out.
totally. But the beauty of this is, and again, I just want to highlight, I want to show for you down below. I hope you can see it. It says making implementation plan. So that, what did that take? 10 seconds for it to understand my ask and to give me an idea of what its plan is and whether or not I will approve that plan. So you can see we've got some information. So full stack women's networking community platform, member directory, event, photo gallery, admin dashboard, using purple themed responsive design. We can see some stuff happening in coding live as we're sitting here, and it says to me, ready to build, approve the plan when you're ready. So I am actually going to, yeah, this is just absolutely mind-blowingly insane to me. So I'm going to approve the plan, and here is what it has built out. We've got some errors in here, which is, I'm just going to see what it's doing with that in the build. Give me a minute to, it's still on the left-hand side, you're seeing determining next steps. So it's still coding, it's still building. I need to deploy patience, which I don't have a lot of. So to all of you, Patience Grasshopper is coding this in our left-hand window. It's going to tell us when the agent's done and when it's ready. So we're going to leave it for a minute. But Rob, to your point, this particular tool, I'm going to do my best to articulate, or you're going to do your best to articulate what it is that you want built. You're actually not going to do it perfect. You're not going to do it exactly the way this system is understanding it or comprehending it. And you're just going to have patience. So let's get it to at least 50, 60, 70, 80% of the way. And then let's go back and reprompt. No, that's kind of not what I had in mind. Can you readjust? And you're going to see me doing this. So again, it's taking a little bit longer, and but in fairness, this isn't just spin me up or build me a 4, 5, 6, 7-page website. I've got a database for the photo gallery. I've got a database for the member listing. I've got a database that is going to be sending out notifications to the members. So I do have a complex ask to this system.
It's interesting, Nikki, though, because I've talked about this before, how we hold these technologies to a higher standard than human, because you just said, like, 3 to 6 months to build a website, and it's been like 2 minutes, and we're like, it's taking longer than it usually does. So we're holding it. We hold these, but I mean, it's crazy what it's creating right in front of our eyes. Like, and is it perfect? Probably not, but it's, 80% of the way there. Which I
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's crazy.
And it's interesting because I mean you can all relate to this. We're trying to send an email and it's not sending, or we're trying to receive an email and it's not receiving. And we have to remind ourselves that here's planet Earth, here's space. The signal just needs to get through like orbit and into space to a satellite, just quickly flip a UE and return back down. So just a second, you will get your email. Yeah, just a second, we're gonna have this site able to be deployed. I probably picked a really hard one, but I'm gonna get you to stay with me for a minute to do this. The next one that I'm gonna show you, sorry, I'm just watching. So it's creating server storage, it's creating routes, it's working very hard.
So Nikki, as it's working, one of the questions people might have is like, once this, say you built this site, let's say we're happy with it, then do you go live from here? Like, can your site actually
Yeah.
go live from here?
You can.
Hmm.
And what I like about this is you're going to see in the top right-hand corner, you do see a deploy button.
Yeah,
I just saw an announcement this week from Replit saying that you can now in window in app dev, you have the ability to search and buy actual domain names right within the system to be able to deploy this. So again, depending on the complexity of what you're trying to build out, you may choose to deploy it here, or you actually may choose to have it built. And I didn't do that in this particular prompt, but we could have. I could have asked the system to write this to files, zip files that my programmer can grab and take and
right.
deploy onto a WP Engine or a WordPress server, so that the maybe the business's request is that it be in WordPress, or maybe it's Shopify, or maybe it's Concrete 5 or one of the other common website builds. This has the ability and the tools to be able to have your programmer bring this out. And again, it's interesting. I have a particular project in here that I do have one of our programmers helping me with. I don't want to leave it in Replit. I want to bring it out. And they're, even though the system, and you're going to see this when this comes live, even when the system says, I might ask it if it's like on a coffee break. So just wait, I might check in on it in a second. Even when it says its files are ready, or it's built out the database for you, as you're testing it in the preview model, you're going to get errors on here. And that's an opportunity. I love the feature where the app actually, or the AI agent asks me to take a screenshot of the error versus just copying and pasting the error. And so you have the ability to say, go fish, that didn't work. When I tried to load my new member to my ladies happy hour member document, I got an error, and this is the screenshot of the error. And what I love about this tool is there's validation. Nikki, you're right. I found the error. So it's looking for its error in its coding that you've identified in testing it in this system.
But I see it's moving through,
It
like it's
is,
from
it
home to
is,
members to events, so it must be going
yeah,
to the pages. So you actually iterate within that text window? Is that the
absolutely.
idea? Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
And we're seeing, look
Yeah,
what's
it's crazy.
coming. We have the ability, or will have the ability in a moment, to view all 500 members. And even when I'm in deving out this, I ask the agent to put in faux or
Right.
sample informations information for me so I can see what it's going to look like, because the second I see it, I can know if it's going to work. And wow, wine glass being served at ladies' happy hour. So that was one of the images
Yeah,
I loaded up, so it's still calling for it.
Yeah, it's interesting to see it action because it's gone through all the
Yep.
pages. Now it's on gallery, so it's built up.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. And again, just stay with me. Uh, we're going to be able to test some of this in a minute, and this is probably the longest prompt that I've experienced in using this system, because what I'm typically doing in a build is I'm starting with a like a, if this is a buffet, I'm starting with the appetizer. I'm
Right,
starting
right.
with a small ask and getting the frame or the structure there, and then I'm building upon it. But I didn't. I gave it an overwhelming ask just to see if I could make the streaming and the live streaming awkward as I try to fill space to show you this. But again,
Well,
I
it's
can't
interesting
wait.
showing, but like the power, because this is a little bit more of a complex with the directory and events and stuff. If it's I want to say a regular website, for lack of a better word, like, it's, you could spin these up pretty quickly, but it's still having like making sure, people are listening. You still need good assets, you still need good content, like you still need all that sort of stuff. But it like to create all that it's doing, because it looks like now it says photo gallery, like it's crazy that the agent can actually go into that and do that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the next one that I'm going to show you, and I am just going to try and take up some dead air time right now. The next one that I want to show you is a lady that some of you may be familiar with in the community. Her name is Marjane. Her company is called Radiance Wellness. And one of the things that we identified through our strategy work and working with Marjane is that we want to help her get into the community and be sharing all of the knowledge and all of the expertise that she has around helping women with hormone replacement therapy. And that's women that are going through perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause. Newsflash, apparently, women, if you are menopausal, we are in menopause for the rest of our lives. We don't come out of it. So I want to build out a landing page for you here really quickly. And again, I gave it some complexity in the landing page because I gave it two cohorts or two groups that I wanted to appeal to. So again, I'll describe this as this is building out. What I wanted to do is I wanted to give this landing page telling a little bit about Marjane and her area of expertise, and ask health professionals within this region if they wanted to co-host an event, and it could be in person or it could be a virtual event, to submit a form. Hey, my name is so-and-so. I'm from such and such a physiotherapy clinic. And I think it would really be great if we could pair women and hormones with physiotherapy, and what some of the challenges that women are facing in, I don't know, bad knees, bad back, being able to lift more, or the importance of building muscle and bone density. So having practitioners or health professionals be able to reach out to Marjane, hand up, right? Hey, I want to do an event with you. And then the second group of people that I wanted this to attract to would be those event organizers. So you look at an Amy Cohen, who is very focused on, with Alexa Anderson, very focused on bringing regular events to the community that are about women in health or health in general. I want this landing page to be directly sent out to the health professionals and to event coordinators, to let them know that they can ask or invite Marjan to be on their panel or
Right.
keynote at one of their events. So that'll be the next piece that I spin up, and I am running out of time. So as this continues to work, I think I'm going, oh,
That did a bunch of stuff real quick right there.
sure did. I just want to see what we got going on here. So you can see it's interesting. So it was installing Google Cloud Storage, and it was creating some sort of an SQL database. And it's so fascinating to me to watch this tool work because it's considering best practice when it's building out, maybe it was building out the, what is it? It's building out the database. So I have to believe it's building out the member database. It's trying to decide how best to store and deal with those registrations that are coming in. I want to be a member. Is it Pam has to send out an invite to someone to be a member and then they're prompted to set up their username and password? So it's trying to think about the best way or sort of the new way or the most up-to-date way to serve the need of the ask. So
Fascinating.
isn't it? It's so
Oh,
fascinating. So
fascinating.
I actually don't know if this is, look, I love this. So it's now checking its code. I can see there's an issue with the node mailer configuration. Let me fix that and then restart the application. I'm literally sipping on my tea or my coffee. You fix that. That
Yeah.
would be wonderful. So it looks like we're in preview mode. Look at this.
Wow.
So it looks like we are ready to start testing some of this.
That
Like
is
this is
insane.
this is incredible. So again, bear with me. I'm probably going to get errors, but I'm going to start clicking through. So it's dropping us down into our members. I don't yet see what I'm looking for. So let me just see. Join our community. Nope, we're still not there yet. So let's go back to the preview. So we are ready. If we look at the left-hand side, the website's now running and ready to use. So honestly, what, 15 minutes? 15 minutes it took us to literally spin up this vision of a ladies happy hour website. So let's go to events. We're seeing women in leadership panel, and it's giving fake information
Right,
into
right.
here. But you can see, I love that the system decided to give her a featured event. I didn't even ask for a featured event, but in event directory building out,
That's best
featured
practice.
event is a common
Right.
feature within these tools. So it's given this ability. I love the layover of the date. We've got our heading one of our February networking event, join us, time, Downtown Wine Bar hosted by, you can register for this event, love this. Let's see if we can actually get into one of the galleries yet. No. So again, we're winning this race. We're getting so close. So now
Great.
probably the next 2 or 3 hours of this time I'd be working with this is testing each of these
Right.
features. And as I find a bug, I'm sharing the bug with the agent. It's going in, finding its coding error, recoding it, and then I'm retesting and retesting and retesting. What
Fascinating.
I love about this is you have the ability to share this out. The account that I have is a Teams account, so I can share this out to about 50 people within my team to begin testing it and giving me feedback on what's working, what isn't. So amazing.
Fascinating. It is amazing.
And look at, there's our lovely Pamela. So this is good.
Yeah.
So the next one that I want to take you to is the prompt for nope, this is not the one I wanted to to do. So give me 2 seconds to find. I'm gonna stop sharing for a second
Yeah,
because
yeah, for
I don't
sure.
want to show this path. I'm gonna get the window open that I wanted. Just give me 1 second.
So as people are watching, listen, like you can see how these tools, when I said that the way we do business and market and build has changed, like you couldn't do this, and even, a year ago, like these tools have advanced and the law, like they're launching more like GPT-5 and and if you struggle, part of it is prompting, like really understanding. I think the struggle is not knowing where to start sometimes, but these tools can help you get there as well. So, and you do need, you most of the time you'll need support, and that's why, we're here is to help clients, support them through the process and help them, but we can do it a lot quicker. You can go to market a lot quicker now, right? So,
Absolutely. So I believe I have open for the screen
yeah, it
now the
says
landing page
Radiant
prompt.
Wellness. Yeah.
So again, I described to you what I wanted to build, and this was what I had typed into Grok, and I asked it to give me an appropriate prompt for Replit. I specifically described Replit, and it was less than 20 some seconds or 30 seconds it took to build this out. So again, it's got some detailed information as I described on the health practitioners and the event coordinators. I've asked it to take specific inspiration from and make sure that it feels like it's in the same design vein or design style as what Radiance Wellness already has. So it references the website address to go and get it. You can see that right here in the initial prompt. I lost it. I just had it here somewhere. It's in here. There it is, radiancekelowna.net. So this one's going to be super fast. I love that the Grok prompt gave me, because of course I would want this to be SEO friendly, but I neglected to put it into my prompt. So let's pop on over to this. I'm going to go back to my home page and I'm going to paste just this prompt in and I'm going to start it. So this will be much, much faster. Again, it's reading my information. It's making an implementation plan. Let me create a comprehensive plan for this landing page. Again, I did not ask for, but I will in this. If I choose to use this, I will ask for this to be exportable out into her WordPress site and have it tie to her Go High Level CRM system that she uses for nurturing and lead development. So I'm not even going to read it. I imagine, yeah, fix navigation, do this, do that. Yep, approve the plan. And again, just push the button, just do it, because you'll have the ability to make iterations and make changes to it. So you saw literally 10, 15 seconds. We have something that's almost ready. I do not like the image right away. I don't like the image, but that's something that I can change out. Let's wait for our preview button to come up here. You love how patient I am. Okay, so it's working. So, Rob, for this particular one, you noticed in Pamela's, I preloaded images that I wanted it to use. I
Right.
didn't do that in this one. And again, I find that interesting because the prompt was to actually, you know what? Now that I'm saying this, I don't disagree with this image. So if our audience is health practitioners and event coordinators, I don't mind that this image is a younger individual, because when we're looking at helping people with menopause and postmenopause, we're usually dealing with women that are like 40, 45 and up. I still think I'm gonna change the image. I still don't think, yeah, I don't think this will be the image that we use. So, this is gonna take literally just a few more seconds to get this ready. This is something that I would then give
Right.
to our programmers to load this into Marjan's site. I'd make sure that it was tied into her Go High Level so that we could track it. And then I would probably remove it from Replit, or I might keep it as a tool to be able to build another landing page for something else. But
That's great. We have about 5 minutes, Nikki. If I do want to leave with, make sure we let people know that if they're interested in learning more about this, that we'll let this kind of do its thing for a second, but that we have a QR code at the end of the presentation that you can take a picture of and fill out a form. Maybe if you just want to pop, as it's doing this, can maybe pop to that tab so you can put the QR code in Gamma there. Even just go to that last slide. And there's a QR code on there, so you can snap a picture of that QR code, and it will take you to a form to fill out, and then we can connect with you. You can always connect with us on LinkedIn and chat as well, or email or call. But this just asks you a few questions on kind of what you're trying to accomplish with your app or your website, and we'll get back to you and can help you build. Yeah, like literally help you build something within a few days. You're going to need the content, you're going to need the assets. So, do keep that in mind. That typically might stall the build if we're waiting on those sort of things. But scan the QR code, fill out the form. We don't ask a lot of information, just so we can get a hold of you and help you sort of build whatever you're looking for as well. So,
and really, I do. So you had asked me for a nugget or a takeaway at the beginning of this. I
yeah,
really want people to try this, and that means either go and try this on your own, or honestly, book a call with myself or yourself, and we will be able to help you try something to see if it's gonna work for you, or even be able to make recommendations on what AI tools or softwares or systems you should look at
right.
considering or deploying. And I mean, it really is no obligation. You do not have to work with us. You can go off and do it on your own, but having people in market locally that can help you when you hit a dead end or when you get stuck is super helpful, and we'd be happy to help with that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how fast it creates these tools, or this. It's crazy, but yeah, it looks like it's pretty much done.
It is so close. It is
Yeah.
so close. But I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now. And maybe once this is pushed out to other social channels, after we take this live stream recording and push it out, maybe I'll put the link in
The link. Yeah, that's a
so
great
that they
idea.
can see both of these sites.
Like a finished product or something would be cool. Yeah, so that's fascinating. It's crazy. Like it's the first time I've seen it in action. I know you've told me about using it, so it's the first time I see it in action, and it blows my mind how quickly these things can come together. And like I said, they're not necessarily 100% of the way there, but you wouldn't even be able to take this 50% of the way a year ago. So just being able to do that is fascinating. So I mean, I do encourage you to again to scan. There it looks like it's done. Oh, it
It
is done.
is. Yeah. So here's what: partner with Radiance Wellness for women's health initiatives. Whether you're a health practitioner eager to co-host or whatever, get involved. Co-host on women's panel. Again, just a stock photo
Yeah,
that's there.
yeah.
I wouldn't put it in here. Focus on holistic wellness. Benefit from Marjan's 25 years of expertise. Partner with us. So again, we're coming down in here. And
Yeah.
one of the things that, depending on what my interest is. If I'm a health practitioner, it's giving me different questions on this form than if I'm an event coordinator. So like, this is like
Amazing.
2 days. We
No.
are,
Can you throw that I would say if you could throw the QR code up again, but maybe just for 1 second, just as again, just scan. I just recommend scan the QR code, connect with us. You can connect with us on either of us on LinkedIn. We're pretty active both on LinkedIn. Happy to chat with you if there's any questions you have. So 2 more things I'll add is as we wrap up. We have another webinar next week, August 14th, 3 to 4 p.m. We're going to talk about using AI in your web forms. We have a guest speaker, Jonathan Bowers from Two Story Robot. We also have an AI bootcamp we're launching. So August 19th, 20th, and 21st. It's 90 minutes a day, 4 p.m. to 5:30. It's going to be intensive. It's going to be myself and Adina Gray are going to be teaching. It's $197. But you're going to get a real baseline of all the modalities when it comes to AI. So a really good starting point as well. And we'll probably be talking about ChatGPT 5 that came out today. We'll probably work that into the presentation as well. So again, Nikki, thanks for sharing it. That was amazing. Like, blows my mind how quickly we can create these things. So just, if you have an idea, scan the QR code, connect with us. We're happy to see how we can help bring it to life. So Nikki,
and I mean it, reach out to us. This was just landing pages and websites. You should see the applications this thing can build, and I'm happy to show you. There isn't a problem we can solve. Reach out to Rob or I.
Love it. That's a good way to end. There's not a problem we can't solve. We're going to end with that. Nikki, thanks a lot again. And hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see you at other ones we're going to be doing as well. So thanks, everyone, and have a great day. Take care. Thanks, Nikki. Bye.